Hey guys, welcome back. Let's see here, is there any new update? I don't know how loud that game is. It sounds really loud on my end. I don't know if it's loud on your end or not. I think I need to turn it down. Where's their settings options? There we go. Yeah, I think we need to turn the sounds and master volume down a little bit because it's really, really loud in my ear. I turn them all down to about there. Maybe turn the master volume down just a smidgen. That's better. Now it's not as loud. Alright, guys. We're back at it again. Rover Mechanic Simulator. We had completed a few things the last time we were here. Click to collect. Oh, we collected our first aid kit. Don't have a rover, so we can't configure anything. That's our repair bench. Got it. Don't have any stuff here in our shelves. So we got 2 workbenches apparently. That's pretty cool. For some reason I always come over here when I could just turn around and go bloop. Gonna have to remember that. Oh, I got a bulldog under my desk. Ah, there we go. Okay. Let's see what we have in the ticketing system today. Oh, that's right. I gotta go into my tablet, don't I? There we go. Opportunity knocks again. Opportunity was found near our third base, partially covered in dust. We guessed the dust blocked the solar panels from generating electricity, which is why the rover stopped and powered off. True story. Alright, let's get this kid going. Order premium, okay, so we just gotta repair the... Place the rover on the lift, repair the rover, restart the drivers, preliminary solar array is missing. Resume. Okay. Now we go in here, major ratchet. I think it was Shift S to lower that. Yes, it was. And what was it to attach? Was it just spacebar? X? I can't remember how to attach it. Attach it. Attach it. I really don't remember what key it was to attach it. Left shift, W and S, raise and lower. Oh, F to attach. It's hidden down there in small print. All right. What is Speedwriter? Oh, it's a typing program. Ah! I made too many mistakes. It's all gone wrong. I wasn't ready to go to the home row. Alright. Let's see what we gotta do with this thing here. Is there a way I can get up closer to it? Let's see. No, we're gonna need to go into inspection mode. How did we go into inspection mode? There was a way. I forgot how. I forgot all my keys. I forgot all my keys, man. Oh, that's right. Okay, it's the number keys. That's right. Okay. Cleaning parts. Yellowish tint on an unanalyzed part means that the part is dirty. Check to see if such part is broken. You have to remove it and clean it at the workbench after this operation goes. Right. So I can't analyze these guys? I guess that's all part of this then. I don't think I get experience for this. So that's our dirty part. Alright. And we're probably going to have to remove these hinges here. And probably this set of electrical here, right? One of them. Well, that really just runs through there. I'm not sure how these solar panels work if there's no wires running to it. Oh, I bet it's here in this hinge. Yeah, that's where it's at. Okay, so the wire's there in that hinge. Okay. So let's go to remove. We gotta remove something here first. I don't understand what part I've got to remove here first. Master holder. We're gonna have to disassemble this whole stinking thing, aren't we? Okay, that piece came off. This thing Things always have to come off in a particular sequence, otherwise they just don't work. Come on. Alright, now what's next? Oh, that's it? Hmm. Would have thought it would have been a little more difficult than that. But I guess we could ultimately leave that hinge there, huh? Because we don't have to take the... I get it. Alright. Oh, well that's why I wasn't using this one. This one's not available. I probably had to spec into that. Alright, cleaning. Workbench operates in 2 modes, repairing and cleaning. Enter the cleaning mode with the part you wish to clean. Cleaning is simple. Just click and hold right mouse button and move your mouse as if you were wiping the part. But I don't want to wipe the part. That sounds like I'm using compressed air to clean the part. That array is clearly damaged. There, way to... There we go. How do I... I've got to go back to that again. Yeah, how's it going, Vulcan? Yeah, it's a new game. I wanted to check it out. It's Random Simulator Wednesday anyway. So we get to randomly simulate fixing rovers. It's a really interesting game. I just want to try and check it out. And as much fun as wrenching on cars is. Alright, I'm very confident that there's got to be a way. Oh, right there. So that is 100% clean now. So now, how do we go back to inspecting the part? Do we need to reinstall it to see if it's broken before we can replace it? Or should we just go ahead and create a new one and replace it? I think it's a solar RAC, wasn't it? I seem to think that was correct. Not much. What's happening with you, man? I have just been plucking along singing my song. Waiting for exciting things to happen. We've had a lot of rain here. Almost had an opportunity to head up to, what was it, Woodland, Virginia, I think it was, or... Let's see, what was it called? Anyway, it's up there by Washington. Woodbridge, Virginia. Almost had an opportunity to go up there this week. Can you not hear me very well? Oh, nice. No, flu's not good. Woodbridge, as we call it. Nice. Well, that's, probably not too far from the truth. Yeah, there was a guy who needed some computer work done, but it never happened. He was willing to pay a lot of money, but I think he found someone cheaper there locally. So... Alright, we want to reinstall this part. Hold to assemble. that other part, it showed it was clearly damaged. It had a lot of problems, so there's no point in even trying to reinstall it. Nice. Yeah, I don't know a lot about the towns up in that area. I don't get up there very often. The furthest I get is Roanoke. I have been to Washington, D.C. once in my life, and gotta say, wasn't very impressed. I don't know how people can live there. I really don't. I'm sure at one point in time it was probably very beautiful country, but now it's just looks too used. Come on, there we go. Reconfigure plug-in. Now for the fun part. Yeah. Oh, well that looks simple. So, select here, we'll add one of you, and we'll add one of you. Rotate, rotate. Then we'll select you. We need a 4. Gee, that one was super simple. Alright, I think we're ready to ship it. Pull up the tablet, everything is good. Restart the drivers, preliminary analysis, missing part. And complete the order. Hey, we gained a level. Upgrades. What should we upgrade this time? Let's see. Requires 5 points in technical tree to use. Okay. Back to quest. Oh, we're back to the spirit of St. Louis again. The Hazcam's gone, huh? Yeah, you know, big cities don't bother me so much. It's mostly the stupidity of people that really bothers me. Especially when you have to like deal with them on the highway. But I mean, I come from several large cities, so it doesn't bother me that much. I mean, I lived in LA for 5 years, so it's. Oh yeah, yeah. It's for some reason in large cities, people just have this inane feeling that they're a million times better than everybody else, and everybody just needs to give them the room. That they're, you know, giving that they're the problem, not the person who's being the jerk. Let's see which one of these cameras is bad. Apparently, it's that whole assembly. Thought we could check individual parts on that, but. I forgot what I needed to do here. I know it said whole cam, but has cam full. Oh, so this is probably another cleaning part, I guess, is what I need to do. Okay. So we need to go back into here. Figure out where this has cam is. Right there. That's our product. Right there. How do we disassemble Stephanie? Looks like we've got to pull some connectors over here. Okay. Well, a lot of them, yeah. Alright. See if there's something on this that I can fix. Let's see what we can analyze here. That's good, that's good. That's bad. That's good. I thought there was another way to rotate this. Alright. Let's go ahead and put this panel back on because that was not the right panel. But we probably have to remove this panel here just so we can see what the components inside look like, see if these need to be fixed. Probably not, but you know how it is. Yeah, okay, that's in good shape. May as well check the whole component while we have it in here, right? Doink. See if we can get just that component. I guess it would be a Navicam. Has cam lens right there. That's what we need. And let's recycle some parts. So are you feeling any better then if you got sick? How are you feeling now? Are you upright and facing front, or are you still down and looking at the ground? Clink. Oh, I gotta reassemble the part. I'm running back over to the Rover like I'm getting ready to. back over here. Oh, this is pretty cool. Just wish I could rotate my view around here. That is usually pretty well locked in here for my view. It's a knob screw. Well, that's good if you're feeling better. You know, there was a point in time to where I was sick just about every Christmas on Christmas, and it was miserable. Oh, I've got to do the drivers. That's right. And that was like for like 3 years. It really kind of it sucked. Target voltage 4, huh? We got a 3 and a 1. So we can't just go here. We got to hit these guys here. So if we go here and here, then we go here, here. It's not going to work to go around it, is it? Because we're going to need 2 straight pieces to do that. We want to delete that one. No, yeah, okay, so we need to add this guy here. Add this guy here. And then we need a straight piece here. How do they want us to do this? Oh, okay. So we go here, add that, go here, add that, go here, add that, and then we can go here and add that. That's how they want us to do this. Yeah, that's how they want us to lay that circuit out. Okay. So here we need to go need a target of 4. Another 3, that's a total of 6, and then we put a -2 there. There we go. Okay. Complete the order. Sorry, guys. I'm tired. Been doing a lot of crazy stuff lately. Razumi. Let's go back in here again. Guess I probably could have just gone to quest. Back to opportunity. The PMA is broken again. Opportunity's pan cam started to malfunction yesterday. We've run some basic tests and it looks like lenses are okay, which means the problem is electronic. Might be a good time to solder something in or out. Predicted reward 3,000, huh? Shift S. Oh. Shift S. Then it's going to unbox it. Alright, let's inspect this kid. See what's busted. A whole show. What do you know? It's a whole darn show now, wouldn't you know? Have to clean it. Oh boy, alright. Like we'll have a lot of things to clean here. Actuator there's good. May as well clean it while it's in here, right? You would think that over the course of time, the more I inspect something like this, the more it would remember the condition of it when it would come back in. Dirty, dirty, dirty. Dirty. There are a lot of parts on this thing that are not in good shape. See if we can get this old feller up and running again. Oh yeah, we need to get this antenna array up. What else? Come on, right here. I think that's it. Remy. That are semi-functional, even though it's not part of the mission. I mean, if I focus on it, wouldn't it automatically assume that I probably want to, remove that item. That's a lot of little bolts on there. A lot of little bolts in school. The other thing is, if something's having problems, they said it was an electrical issue. This would definitely be an electrical issue if these panels are not nice and shiny. Because I'm so shiny. Now the kicker is, I'm probably going to have to reassemble these to see how good they are when it's all said and done. Oop. Let's remove this guy here first. So I've been watching a lot of the old Star Trek, The Next Generation, and I have to laugh. You know, they sit there and tout over and over and over again about the Prime Directive and how important it is to them, and yet every single stinking time they're in full violation of their own Prime Directive. I mean, it's something I've always recognized, but I just have to keep laughing how, well, this is our most important thing, Prime Directive, and this, that, and the other thing, and then it never ends up being what they stick by. We can't interfere with with underdeveloped civilizations. Oh look, that asteroid's going to destroy that civilization. Let's go interfere with it. I was just sitting here thinking about that. Lousy mooching war widows. I need to get my camera working. It's just not something that I think about when I go to do this, and then when I'm in the middle of it, I'm like, you know what? My camera's not working. I wish this thing would tell me when it's 0%, so I don't have to keep looking down there. It burns off that top layer really quick, but as we get down into it, and they say wipe it off, but it sounds like we're really just hitting it with compressed air and then hoping for the best. Alright, what part is still dirty here? Apparently was the outside edge. Interesting. Hinge. Part of this is broken because it said this thing's damaged. Those are dirty, so we're going to have to remove those. This one here. Go back to repairing. Go in here. Reinstall. This is all that it is. It's going to be interesting. Those are all good. I thought there was a rotate button on this to rotate the part. Why don't I remember my keys? That whole thing was dirty, wasn't it? No. Alright, I'm confused here. What am I missing? Do I have to disassemble everything on this to be able to... Probably have to pull everything off this to be able to clean this one device. These are the kind of things that irritate me about this. You really have no way of knowing what's wrong with it. Go to the PCB table. That's the circuit board to analyze it. I wonder if I have to do that with the solar panel cells too. I bet you I do. I bet you for the solar panels I have to go and analyze them as well. Nine million ways to activate this. So can we clean it now? Oh, look, filters need to be cleaned. What else is there? Incomplete. It's not saying it's dirty anymore, so. Where was my PCB board analyzer? PC board analyzer, that's right, that's this one. Okay. Sorry, I don't want to be taking components off yet. What's wrong with me? That one's bad. Is this a capacitor pack or something? Alright. Capacitor is bad. Memory is bad. Okay, so let's go here. So we do have to actually do some soldering. I wonder if I should replace that. I mean, it's 70%, but... Let's see what that one is. Yeah, see, that one was good. Okay. Let's check out this one. That one's good. That's good. 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 And alright. So I need a memory module. Where's my inventory? I gotta remember what parts I need here, because I can't honestly remember what parts I need. Electronic parts. Memory C, I know I need one of those. And... capacitor B? I really don't remember what parts I need. I really don't. You've got new memory. And we're gonna do you. Hey, I got it right. It was a capacitor B. Alright, you know what? I kind of dig this. That's kind of cool. Let's Let's go ahead and reassemble, Stephanie. Let's go into here. Look good. Looks good. Put these covers back on. What am I going to need a first aid kit for? Sure, that first aid kit was important for something. Just not sure what now. I guess it's for if I get overly tired, they've got a bunch of caffeine in there. Help wake me up. Alright, I think that's it, right? Hey, that's in better shape now. Connect all the cables again. We'll install this one first. Gotta get the low-hanging fruit. Okay, now let's inspect it. Nice and shiny. Had no doubt. We'll start with these first, because these are down in this corner. And then we'll start with these, because these are here in this corner. And then we'll start with these, because these are over in this corner. And we'll get Tommy Gun up here. Alright. Beautiful. Get you installed. That piece is dirty. I mean, if this thing here was just to hold the solar panel in place during flight, why would we need it if it's back on the ground here on Mars? It's an interesting question, isn't it? Probably ought to remove that so we can clean it. I think everything else is good. Let's go clean this part. See if there's anything to analyze with it. Nope. Looks like it's still in fairly decent shape, so I'll still inspect it, but chances are there's nothing wrong with it. It was just doity. It was Shannon doity. Kids these days don't even know who Shannon Doherty is. I think that's it. I think now we plug it in, plug it in. Alright, we need target voltage of 4. Kind of looks like the same thing again, so, there, okay. Okay. So we need a target, so we've got 3, same as the other one, 3, 3, and then we just go -2 there. Easy peasy. Alright. Resources spent 55. 29.45. Earned resources 0. Why didn't I earn any resources? I thought that was the name of the game. I am a mechanic. I achieved it. I think that's probably repair X number of rovers. Let's see, Rover Mechanic achievements. Let's see. Rover Mechanic Simulator achievements. Let's see what it has. I am a mechanic. Finish the tutorial orders. Okay, well, I guess that's Destroy the first aid kit in the crusher. There's always one left. Remove 1,000 screws. I'm a technician. Unlock all technical skills. I'm an economist. Unlock all economic skills. I'm an analyst. Unlock all the analyst skills. I love retro. Install a minigame. I think I've already got that one. And sergeant. Earn the rank of sergeant. Cool. A lot of those are just ranking stuff. I think I've got another point. Yes, I really do. No. Rasume. Alright, well, let's go crush our first aid kit then, because apparently we don't need it. Salvage. I mean, I guess we'll find out if that's going to mean anything here, but... Emergency lever. Was I fired? I don't know what that just did, but I guess I just declared an emergency. Oh, when do I get to use this cool thing? Alright, yeah, I've got to go back to my tablet, find something new. Quest. Good job. Congratulations. You just finished the tutorial missions and now you can start working on rovers on your own. Yay! It's high time we said, welcome to the Rover Mechanic Simulator. Complete orders, enjoy beautiful rovers, and learn about their intricate details. Remember, there is more on the way. Have fun and do care about your health and safety. What is that supposed to mean? Should I have kept the first aid kit? I flipped the emergency switch. It's like pulling the fire alarm in school. If you've never done it once, then did you ever really go to school? Um, some orders give you a chance to test your skill as a rover mechanic in the premium service mode. For premium services available, you can choose between a regular or premium service on the right side of the order selection. Beware of the consequences. Consider premium services as the expert difficulty level. Although it's a chance to earn more resources, completing a premium service is tough. Whereas failure cuts 70% of your reward, and it should go without saying you cannot restart a premium order. However, it is always fun to raise the stakes. Got it. Is this everything that I've worked on so far, or? Oh, these are all available orders? Wait, what? Too low a rank. Ah, fingered. Or the emergency blow chicken switch on a submarine. Yeah. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Alright, so I guess I can only do the stuff in green. Okay. Oh, wait, how do I go back? How do I go back? I think I've already accepted it. I wanted to try the premium. Started to malfunction yesterday. We've run some basic tests. It looks like the lenses are okay, which means it's probably the electronics. Might be a good time to solder something in or out. Man, Roku. Oh, what's going on with Roku, man? That sounds like a Roku problem. Oh. Roku's usually pretty good, so. Go into inspection mode. Why can't I inspect anything? Because I'm not clicking the right mouse. Oh, see, so it's going to say that whole thing's bad. I can't examine individual parts while it's on here. That's kind of bunky. That's good, that's good, that's good. This is good. That's dirty. See, I think that's where all the premium stuff is you got to make all this stuff beautiful. So that you have to use an acceptable email address domain instead of a private one. So I've been having a hard time registering my unit. Oh, yeah, because you use the. See, this is why you've got to have like one of those live accounts that you put in like Rusty Shackleford and all that other sort of stuff. I mean, it doesn't have to contain your information. You could always go to the public library to create one if you're worried about their IP address, but I mean, really, all they have is an IP address. What are they really going to do with it? Yeah, anytime I feel that stuff out online, I usually use the name Rusty Shackleford because, if it's good enough for Del Gribble, it's good enough for me. So that's always been my school of thought. And I have people out there saying, "Who's Del Gribble?" You don't know who Del Gribble is, then you definitely need to look it up and go down the rabbit hole of Del Gribble. Well, do you blame them? I mean, really, it's. So I was actually watching. I watched a lot of true crime videos on YouTube, and I was actually watching one about an individual who uh, committed all these crimes. He basically murdered his parents because he was lying to them about getting a job with Tesla, and his parents were wondering why he wasn't getting this check from Tesla, and so because he's lying and is a total and complete scumbag, he decides to murder his parents to get them to shut up. But this guy, I mean, I have a degree in information systems security, so I have a lot of ideas about how data security should work. But this guy, I don't know. He should have done a lot more research because he was just making classic rookie mistakes. I mean, totally classic rookie mistakes. Saw him around here. I think he went to bed. What's up?
I saw one of your ties in my laundry.
Okay, can you go put that tie in my bedroom, please?
Yes.
Thank you. I think one of my silk ties just got washed with all of his clothes. That's gonna suck. But yeah, this guy. He used a fake email like what you had there, spamgourmet.com, to send threatening email or not threatening, but company emails to himself, right? To show like he was talking to HR or talking to like the dean of a university and all this sort of stuff. And when you look at how a lot of those things operate, it's like, why would someone from Tesla or why would someone from the University of Texas have an email that's not from Tesla or the University of Texas? I mean, it's just stupid things like that. Uh,
What are you working on?
I am working on Spirit.
Spirit?
I'm not sure if making rookie mistakes when committing crime is a good or bad quality. Well, I mean, you've got those criminals out there who are like criminal masterminds, but they still ended up getting caught, right? And uh, if you're out there committing crimes, you're an idiot to start with, plain and simple. Um, Regardless of how you want to justify it, if you're out there committing crimes, you're just a moron. Just walk up to the police and say, "Yeah, I'm gonna do stupid stuff. So here's my name and address. Come and arrest me when it all goes down." Right? I mean, literally, that's what you should be doing. But the mistakes some of these guys make are just like blatantly obvious, but they get so wrapped up into the heat of the moment that they blatantly overlook it, right? And I think in his mind he was thinking, well, how are my parents ever going to find out, right? Not not moving towards the realm of wanting to kill his family, but when it all came down, he's like, oh crap, now I've got to really cover my tracks. But
Agreed.
you've already created too many holes in your story to cover your stinking tracks. All right, let's clean parts. Okay, you got to go to bed, buddy. He is on an electronics restriction. The wife came down at 3 o'clock in the morning, found him watching TV at 3 o'clock in the morning. So he is on technology restriction because he should have been sleeping. Well, sometimes, I mean, you you ask my wife how I proposed, and you ask me how I proposed, and they're two entirely different stories. So I mean, they're both exactly the truth, but I mean that's the thing, right? It is yeah, you can tell the truth, but the way the story plays out is always different than how two people are going to remember it. Yeah. So, but see, even now, if you were to ask me the details on like our wedding, I couldn't give you exact details on our wedding. Um, I mean, there's just things I just flat out can't remember. Um, you want me to tell you what I did yesterday? I mean, I can't tell you in detail exactly what I did just because I don't have that good of a memory. So the problem with lying is that when you lie, your brain is not wanting to commit it to memory because it's making it up. I bet there's stuff on the back side of this that I'm gonna have to get, but I don't know how to rotate this little tiny piece of metal. I don't know how they are expecting anyone. I got it down to 6%. That's something 4%. Down to 1%. Where's that stinking 1%? Finally! That was grueling. Oh my gosh. Okay. Did I not inspect those? I don't think I can even inspect those because they're too dirty. They're a dirty little bird on a Sunday. A dirty little bird on a Monday. I keep forgetting which number does what. That's not what I wanted. Inspection. Okay, that part's bad. I think some of the magic smoke escaped on that one. Yeah, this one's in worse shape. I'm going to remove that just for smiles and giggles. I bet these lenses will probably need to be cleaned too. Yep, filters are dirty. Mostly because we just did something like this. I mean, almost the exact same mission that we did last time. Yeah, I think that dust needs to show up a little better, or it needs to give like a little cha-ching when it's all done, because I lose track of that meter down in the end. So I just keep sitting there spraying, hoping that it's cleaning. Inspection. I mean, they're so cheap. Should I really worry about... Yeah. Let's not worry about it. I bet it's going to be the capacitor and the memory chip that's bad again. Because if it is, then this is an exact repeat of the prior mission. I think it's an exact repeat of the prior mission. Alright, let's remove some components. Alright, so we needed a fabricator and memory module. I mean, that's 55 in parts. That's really nothing. Oh, you beautiful gal. I don't know why they don't have a little bit of smoke that comes off that. That would just be cool if they had a little bit of smoke that came off that. Just a little bit. Alright. Now I gotta run clear over here to the other side of the shop. Don't know why we couldn't have put these two workbenches together. I mean, that would have just been plain crazy. Toss that one in there. Toss that one in there. Toss you in there. One of those covers is slightly damaged. It's been sandblasted. Because, you know, these things live on Mars, you know. Alright, yeah, those are pretty much healthy. Okay. And right here. Hooking all of our connectors up. Oh yeah, we need our little motors. Our motivators. wonder if they really call them engines. Because I always thought they called them motivators. That's really more of what they are. Because they motivate something to move. Yep, this hinge has got to be installed. I don't know why I couldn't inspect those. Maybe I was just so focused on the cell that... Why did I call it a cell? I meant array. Alright, now let's go in and inspect it. I think that looks pretty good. What are you doing to my kitty cat?
No face cam?
No, I gotta figure out why my camera's not working. It's...
Oh, so no cat content?
No, no kitty cat content today.
Gosh dang it.
I am missing something here. What part am I missing? Ah. No, I think I took something off from back here, didn't I? Oh, I did. Yes, I did. I took this guy off. I remember now. This is the part I had a problem cleaning. Alright, now everything should be together. Together. I'll hate you together. Okay. Same circuit, I guess. It's never gonna change. Okay, why is this not... There it goes. Hey, I've been streaming for 1 hour 30 minutes so far. Alright, predicted reward, resource, blah, 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 blah. Objectives. Complete. I wonder if it's because these were ones I've already done. Rank too low. How do I increase rank? Rank Senior Star Master. Rank required, Starmaster Basic, Technical Sergeant. And I'm just a Senior Starmaster. So I guess I have to be level 5 or higher. So I guess I can go back into these other ones and maybe complete the hard? Do the premium? No, because none of these say premium service available. So I just keep repeating these until... Oh. There we go, Starman Senior. What? Probably because the completed are at the bottom of the list. See, this is why I should be fired from my job. I don't want to be a star guy anymore. Wait, how do I go back? Quest. I did it again. The rover was navigating on its own and it failed to analyze the terrain properly. As you can imagine, it fell down, but fortunately it got stuck on its mast. Run a basic check, analyze the outer parts, etc. Don't worry about the hazcams, though they work fine. The accident was just bad luck. That's all. And it fell down. You know, I wonder if that's a Big Bang reference. I think that's a Big Bang reference. Alright, let's see who's stuck here. Which mast? Because technically, well, this is more of a service arm than it is a mast. Make sure these wheels are in good shape. All those parts look okay. None of those wheels are bad. Well, that servo's bad. That servo's bad. Looks like we may just have some bad servos and some solar panels that need to be cleaned up. Yeah, it looks like we've just got some bad servos. Unless we've got a cracked array somewhere. access arm. See, this is where my automotive kicks in, because something's been crashed. You check everything, because during a crash, things have a bad habit of getting jostled around. And that's rarely good for major components. I think I've checked everything, haven't I? Okay. So we know these motivators, these regulators are bad. The servos. Let's go into disassemble Stephanie mode. Twink. It said all this was fine, right? Oh, wait. Yeah, I think I said all that was okay. They certainly don't look bad, but you never can tell. Cute and cuddly, boys. Cute and cuddly. Yoink. Two worlds, one sun. Yoink. Well, that's kind of cool. I'd really like to know. I mean, they say that this is supposed to be pretty accurate as far as how a lot of these went together. But, I mean, I know that they can't be extremely accurate because there are a lot of classified and proprietary parts to these things. I'm looking down inside there, and that box is pretty empty. What? It's usually where the generator and stuff would be. It's main battery packs and stuff for operation. Alright, I think we're okay. Why am I getting hung up on everything? Let's clean you. Makes me wonder how much of that is like electrical contact. See, here's what I don't understand. In order for you to re-examine this part once you've cleaned it, you have to reinstall it back on the device, which doesn't make any sense because you literally have it there in your hand. So why can you not just inspect it while you're holding the dang thing, right? There, got that hinge. Come up this way, come back down, come up this way, come around. Alright. Let's see what's wrong with you. Ooh, we have a bad stator? Well, the brushes are okay. I think we got a bad stator. What? What? Are you saying, Daddy, it's bedtime? I just want to go sleep on the big bed. I want to go up and sleep on the big bed, Daddy. Oh my goodness gracious. What do you want? What do you want? Huh? Do you need to go potties? Do you need to go potties? She is 2 hours early, yes. Yeah, the little penguin desktop is pretty cool on this. That is one thing that they are very Linux motivated. So yeah, it is 10 o'clock dark out there. That's for sure, and it's but I know it's 8 and it's like pitch black, huh? But also in her defense, she really does like to go up and lay on the big comfy bed because that's kind of her wind down time. I mean, she's got a nice comfy dog bed down here, but just going up there and laying on that bed and she can stretch out. See, I'm getting tired just thinking about it. But yeah, we've got a really comfy bed. We spent a fair chunk of coin getting our mattress. It is an amazing mattress. I am so happy to have that mattress because I generally have back problems, but uh, you know, since we've got that mattress, I have not had any of my normal back issues that I used to have. I don't think there's stators in here. I think that's what we took out of it right there. can scrap some parts down while we're waiting. There's my part. Let's go get one of these motors put together while that thing's stamping out the other one. I mean, why not? Why wait, right? Let's go with this guy here. And let's go with this guy here. Then we'll have one really good brush in one and one fairly okay brush in the other. I should really put 2 new brushes in it, but...
Dad, Polly's just standing on the stairs.
Did she actually go out and do something, or?
She peed.
I figured. Can you run her upstairs so she can lay on the big comfy bed?
Polly, come on. You want to go upstairs?
She bolted upstairs, didn't she?
No, she's right here.
Oh.
She's sitting by the tree.
Polly, go lay down.
But
Go upstairs and go to bed. She's like, but I want you to come with me, Daddy. Go bed. Go bed.
Come on, Polly, let's go to bed.
Go get her.
Come on, Polly.
she's been hiding in Skyrim. That's where she's been hiding. She has absolutely fallen in love with that game and cannot get enough of it. Anytime she's not busy doing her art or any of her schoolwork, she is playing Skyrim.
She wants to...
Wants to what?
She doesn't want to go upstairs unless you're going up with her.
Oh, that's a load of hooey. Alright, well, let her hang out down here then.
Also, I heard you were talking smack about me.
Yeah, because they were asking, where you've been lately, and I said she's been hiding in Skyrim.
Ah, yes.
So...
Stole the crafting mods, and now I am addicted.
You should just stream that and do like a beginning to end stream of Skyrim.
What, just play through the entire main quest?
Yeah, why not? And do side quests, Play it like you normally would, just start over and stream it from the beginning. What could possibly go wrong?
Many things.
Yeah, but we'll fix those when we get there. Did that say calibrated target? That's it. I don't think there's any other missing pieces.
So abused.
Calibration target. Got it. That makes way more sense than calibrated target. But I guess it's kind of the same thing.
So abused. So abused.
She is an abused dog. She never gets what she wants, even though she chronically begs for everything.
And it's not like she gets amazing scratches either.
Oh, I know. Everyone just ignores her and doesn't touch her
Nom nom
for
nom nom
hours and hours on
nom
end.
nom 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 nom.
Okay, and we need a target of 8. So we got a lot of negative voltage here, and then positive voltage. So we're going to start with our positive voltage here. And we've got 2s and 1s, so 5, 10, 15. Let's go 5, 4, 2. Let's go 2. Easy peasy. Go to my tablet. Earned resources. Yay! That's because I scrapped things down. 550 experience. Hey, I'm a sergeant. That's staff sergeant. Alright, let's come back. Let's do this one. Do premium quantity here. Premium requirements. Got to be done in 30 minutes. HGA joint. Spirit was found near the Helios plant site. We correctly collect and analyze the soil samples, but it does not send the results. Data transfer log says the transfer is being sent, but no information reaches our satellites. Okay, it says we got to do this in 30 minutes. I don't know what my average time has been. So premium gives me resources of 5,000. Standard gives me resources 3,500. Experience stays the same regardless. I have to have a minimum part durability of 60%. So any part below 60 has to be replaced. Why not? Let's see how quickly. Question is when does it start? Does it start when I drop it on the workbench, or does it start like the second I accept it, like the clock's running now? How do I know when? I'm gonna assume that it starts when the product hits the workbench, because it would really suck if they were timing me on this thing here. So we're gonna assume that the clock is running now. Thought I had my stopwatch pulled up here so I could time myself on this. Okay, so it's that part there. A lot of these look like they're full assemblies, so there's going to be a lot of little parts inside these, I can assume. Because it is medium difficulty. Yeah, this has got actuators and stuff in it. Ooh, we've got some solar cells that need to be cleaned too. Looks like we've also got some bad solar panel cells, but maybe not. I know these are dirty and need to be cleaned. But the panels just don't look right, do they? I wish it would just let me click on the part and say, yes, this is the part I want to remove. Because I've already said I want to remove it and they want me to confirm that I want to remove it. I guess that's what they're supposed to look like. Okay. You really see the dirt well on this one. I mean, this game isn't hard per se, it's just very click oriented. if that makes sense. Just gotta do a lot of clickety click click click. That was annoying. Alright. Wait. Let's go into inspection mode here. What have I done? Okay, this probably has bad brushes if those checked out okay. Oh, well, I guess the unit's good. Now that I've inspected the whole part, I'm getting the whole picture of it. Okay. So do I just need those big parts then? HGA base, HGA joint. Those are the two parts I need, I believe. Yeah. Can only get 30 parts out of that? While that's going. There we go. My bulldog's doing something. That's not right. She's over here like pawing at the ground for something. Okay. Sorry, I just had to figure out what my dog was doing. She was being focused on something. Okay, wire everything back up here. I am fairly certain I inspected that motor. Huh, guess I hadn't. Okie dokie. Wouldn't you be putting those on at the same time instead of one at a time? I don't know. I mean, it would seem to make sense that you would be putting those things on. Whatever. Not my monkey, not my circus. Okay, so we go here. That's going to be a 90. That's going to be a... straight. That's going to be a straight. We're going to go 90 there. Straight. Straight. 90. Straight. Oh. No, wait. Ninety, 90, straight, straight. And we need a target voltage of 5, so we want to go 3, 6, and a negative 1. Got a little more time. Let's, oh, I can't inspect parts while it's connected? Okay, well, let's go into the tablet then. Objectives are good. Replace the joint in the base. Let's complete the order. I've been promoted. What was I promoted to? I am now a technical sergeant. Which means I could do these guys here, can't I? Yep. Look at that. We're just unlocking monkeys left and right, aren't we? I'm kind of curious about this one. Remember the rover we sent to the moon? This is the one. The trip was somewhat successful, but on the way back, some of the lander's airbags didn't deploy, which is why Opie sustained severe damage on the outer parts. Thanks to its foldable structure, the mast was protected by the solar panels. Oh, I didn't stop my stopwatch on that. But from the time that thing landed to the time I hit it was 14 minutes. So, premium, they want me to do this in 25 minutes. Yeah, let's try it. This is the most difficult one. Oh, see, the timer's already started. See, that's what. Okay, let's get this thing going. Let's see if we can do it in the 25 minutes. Ooh, this thing's banged up. That's dirty. That's good, that's good. Check parts quickly. Actuator's good. Are we just dealing with solar panels here? I bet the manufacturing process of those solar panels is going to take close to the 25 minutes, guys. Sure, all of our joints here are good. Yes, I'm hurrying. I know. We got 22 minutes. But again, it's the automotive tech in me coming out that's like, this thing had a crash. We got to check every little stinking part. Because you know we're going to end up missing something, right? Alright, disassemble. Disassemble, Stephanie. Yeah, this one was damaged. And this is a C, so we got to remember solar C. That's going to be the thing. We got to remember these dang things. A solar E, and solar F. Solar F has to come off before solar E. Which doesn't make much sense because you just disconnect that, and pull this electrical circuit, and this whole thing should come off as one big assembly. But what do I know? I didn't build this thing, right? Because check this out, right? These would have been attached. We have this one electrical connector here. That would have been attached to that other panel, so we could have just unplugged that wherever that needed to be unplugged from. Move that up out of the way. I don't think we would have had to ever remove those. And then this whole panel here, remove from here and here. And then remove from here and here. That whole assembly would have come out as one piece. But again, that's just me, right? Okay, I think this one was in good shape. Down to 19 minutes. This is solar array D. So is it A, B, C, D, E, F? I think that's what it is. You know, this thing is probably not even going to be worth cleaning. Because I bet if we go in here, see, B is fine. Yep, D is junk too. Okay. So we know that's junk. So we need D, A, C, A, F, and E. D, C, A, F, and E. Okay. One, two, three, 4, 5 minutes. I guess while that's doing its thing, we'll go ahead and clean this, even though it's not gonna. We're not even gonna install this, right? We can tell it's bad. We can see the damage on it. So there's no point in even inspecting it, reinstalling it and inspecting it, because we know it's gonna be bad. Don't need to worry about repairing those. Okay. Got your part, may as well install it. Sit there and wait for that thing to cook down. Be getting stuff done. We don't have C, we don't have D, we don't have E. B is going to be okay. Let's go see who printed out over here. It was C. Good, because we got a lot of little components to install back on this thing. Alright. I guess any of these, they're all the same, huh? And over here. We're beating the clock. Alright. We got this piece here. We determined that one was good. Yep. And we'll probably have the other two solar cells done by the time we get this one mounted. Okay. Yeah, that one's just about done. We'll wait. We'll wait the 30 seconds. See how much time we just saved by installing these parts while they were printing out? Hinge motor with electrical connector. Use a crap ton of Loctite so those things never come out. Alright, is there anything else that we need to... No, we are ready for this. Same thing as before. Second verse, same as the first. And we need 5 volts. Okay, so we go here. We go 3. We go 6. Turn that, -1. There we go. Boom. Easy peasy. Pull up the tablet. Look at our objectives. Repair the rover. We missed something. What did we miss? We missed something on the inspection. Gotta remove the configurator. I knew it couldn't be that easy. I knew it wasn't going to be that easy. We missed something. I knew I should have took some time to look at every single sting. Oh, right there. Look at every single part. What is that? Forward rocker right. Let's go get that manufactured while we tear this thing apart. It's only going to take a minute. Can I not just take this hub off? No, gotta remove the actuator. I'm gonna have to redo the electrical on this thing again, aren't I? That's okay. I knew I should have looked at every single part. Down to 8 minutes. I think I'm gonna beat the clock. As long as there's nothing else broke. I don't see anything else that's broke. Everything else looks good. Well, now wait a minute. Let's inspect some things here. We're having a heat wave, a tropical heat wave. Hopefully this is the last defective part and we don't have to go through any more. Wheel actuator. See, I don't know of anybody who would screw those things in without having those nuts there on the end. Down to 6 minutes. I don't know why I'm so nervous. I just about have this thing back together. I really hope that that motor was okay. Because if I have to do this thing again, I'm not going to make it. I'm 1% confident that that motor's good. Yay, repair the Rover. Now we just got to install the drivers. I should have been watching that little indicator up there to tell me that the Rover was repaired. Well, if I would have just done what I told myself to do to start with, it wouldn't have been a problem, but... Repaired. Completed. What am I now? Master Sergeant Major Ratchet. Damaged parts. Completed the task before time runs out, 30. Restart drivers, 30. Repair the rover, 50. Ah. Alright, I think we're going to have some parts to scrap down. Oh, I've got skills. I've got skills. Just as the time it takes to solder. Allows access to the printer from the tablet. Oh, that requires 5 skill points. That would be so stinking helpful. Takes to remove and assemble parts by 90% of the base time. Requires 10 points in technician tree. I've got 3 in there now. I'm not too concerned about this. You know, let's pump it into technician and then we'll do analyst later. I guess I can't put any more into that. Okay. Since we don't have any tasks running, let's come over here to the scrapper. We know that one was junk. Not sure about this wheel bearing. Alright. We got 23,000 in parts. I'm not sure. Okay. Let's see what else we have. Where's that super hard one? Oh yeah, we gotta clear this out, don't we? Or was that the super hard one? Opportunity. It's the mast, and we're sorry. It's all broken. Nothing works, and it should. I know you must be fed up with this thing, so why don't you check out the TK-421. I was so about ready to say TK-421. That was the stormtrooper that doesn't respond in Star Wars. The T4KE-M3. Order first. Once you got that, accept this order and just print the entire set. In the meantime, you can play this cool retro game, Invaders. Check it out. So they want me to do this one first. I know you must be fed up with this thing, so why don't you check out... Once you got that, accept this order and just print. I mean, it's a hint. We're glad you're working for us. Consider this order a bonus. The rover is fine, but to avoid unnecessary bureaucracy, I thought it'd be easier to thank you that way. The rover is fine, but to avoid unnecessary bureaucracy, just replace the antenna and reset the ECU. I don't get this. What? This doesn't have a premium. Okay. It says this one's difficult, so I guess we're gonna learn. That might be why they wanted us to do this, because just replace the antenna and reset the ECU. There's got to be more to this than what it's claiming. This is a small little package, isn't it? Hey, it's a little Kerbal feller. Okay, that's got to be our antenna array there. Checking all the parts because things don't make sense. It just I just find it curious how they want me to work on this one first. They say it's difficult. See, that part there's bad too. I wonder if this whole assembly here... Oh, geesh. What did I do? There we go. I zoomed into the table. So, are we basically building the primary body of this thing then? That's kind of what I'm getting here. Yeah, I think we're... Alright, I guess it's time to disassemble Stephanie and see what she's got under the hood. Everything else on this thing is perfect. Except for these parts here. I mean, that's... Okay, let's start tearing things apart. That's probably why they wanted us to start with this one, because there's going to be a lot more intricate disassembly on the other one than this. Well, there's the antenna assembly. I see. So we probably can't inspect these parts until we take other parts off. What did they want us to do here again? I'm still, because this was listed as a complex. It's got to be more than just that antenna. And I'm looking at all this here and how, because this looks damaged here, right? Can we make those bodies? Let's see. We can, but it takes a long time. I think I see where it's getting at here. Because I think as we get down into this, we're going to find one of these components to be bad or something along those lines. I am betting that that's going to be the case. And that's why they wanted us to do this one first. Because if we've got to redo this whole mast, I'm sure that there's a lot more involved than just that math. Okay. Let's, and it's not like this is timed, so let's go ahead and just tear this whole thing down and see what happens here, right? Um, 'Cause I'm kind of curious myself how far I can tear one of these things down. This cover claims to be okay. We've already inspected that. Yeah, see, this whole body here is just trashed. And I bet we can't inspect that until we remove a lot more items here. remove that yet. That is removable until I get the wheels off. Okay. Check the bearing. Can I not check that until I get the hub or the bearing cover off? That doesn't seem right. Wrong thing. Come on, give me one. I wanted to check that though. Yeah, see, it's perfect. I don't know why I even doubted it. You know, I'm gonna tear this whole thing down and discover that I really didn't need to tear this whole thing down, and then I'm gonna be mad at myself for taking all the time to tear this whole thing down. But see, why can't we just remove that whole thing as an assembly? All these parts are going to be perfect. I don't know why I'm even bothering, but you know, it's just that thought that maybe there's something hidden somewhere. Because it can't be as simple as just replacing the antenna. And if it is, I'm going to be real irritated at the developers of this game for doing that to me because, dang it, they had this thing with like 3 difficulty bars. And then if it's just, yeah, you really just needed to replace the antenna. Yeah, at least I'll know, right? And I am really kind of curious as to how far down I can disassemble one of these things. But it just, you know, I got that tingle saying you don't need to do this, and then I've got that tingle sitting there saying, yeah, you kind of need to do this, and then I've got that tingle that's sitting there saying you're wasting your time. So you know how it is. And they have all this stuff green to kind of sit there and make you go, ha ha, I'm not going to go that deep into it, ha ha ha. But yeah. Because I'm just looking at all this and I'm saying, that looks really damaged, right? let me go ahead. I'm going to disconnect. Maybe I can get these things apart as an assembly and not have to pull all those wheels. I'm kind of hoping that that's what I can do here. Because taking those wheels all apart and everything, just... But you know, these simulator games, they do that to you. You should be able to take things apart as a whole assembly. And you rarely can because reasons. Yeah, see, it wants me to remove these motors before I can do anything else. Oh, that sucks. Okay, so we're gonna have to do this 9 billion times. Yoink! Yoink! Make sure I inspect every part as I remove it. Literally inspecting every single part here. Yoink! I guess I could toss this whole thing in the recycler. That could always be fun. Then I have to, like, rebuild every part. That would just be plain silly. What kind of nut job would do that? This is not... my senses are just... My common sense is saying don't do it, but my curiosity is saying, yeah, let's just do it. And, you know, the fact that I turned wrenches for so many years has also kind of got me sitting there wondering if we don't do it, we're gonna miss the core issue. Oh wow, okay, we gotta disconnect this connector over here first. Oh, are we gonna get that meticulous? Oh, it is torture. must remove every single one of the problems. I will check that out. It's not so much that I'm bored with the Kerbal, the stock Kerbal system, because I have a mod that expands it. I just the amount of time it was going to take me to get out to where I needed to was literally going to take a lot of fast forwarding and whatnot. Oh, nice. That could be interesting. I mean, they say in Star Trek it was a 5-year mission. Those Kerbals were 40 years there and then 40 years back. So, and even at hyperwarp, that 40 years is a long, long time. But I will be getting back into Kerbal. Just don't worry about it. I'll be getting back into it. Um, yeah, I think a lot of it is I'm just kind of holding off to wait for Kerbal 2. But I have been thinking of some things. I just I have never been very good at being creative about how to make things in Kerbal, and my ADHD kicks in a lot. There is nothing for me to inspect here. Did this thing just goad me into disassembling this entire thing and there's nothing else wrong with it? Did I really just need to do that antenna assembly? Because there's nothing else for me to disassemble here. Okay, let's see what parts. Anything in the cleaning? Nothing in the cleaning. Would it have just been crazy if I got into that, discovered that sensor was defective? Alright, let's put it all back together, I guess. Well, wait a minute. Let's go into repair. Okay. So yeah, it's just this one. Okay. Well, we'll have to see how it works, because I'm running Linux, and we'll have to see if it will even play under Linux when it gets out. Kind of hoping it does, because if it doesn't, I'm not going to be happy. But Alright, well then I'm confused here. Everything was absolutely perfect. I literally tore this whole thing down for absolutely no reason. Inspected every part. Where is the... Oh, hold a minute. Hold on a minute. Watch, one of these will be bad. None of these are even bad? It was literally just the antenna. Why did it say it was super difficult? Why? Why? Disassembled that whole thing for absolutely no reason. Absolutely no reason whatsoever. I disassembled that whole stinking thing for absolutely no reason whatsoever. Where did the antenna go? I am so irritated right now, guys. I tore this whole thing down for absolutely no reason. I literally inspected every part for absolutely no reason. They simply said, I. They simply said, just replace the antenna. That's all I had to do, and I would have been done with this thing. But no, my brain said, tear the whole thing down. Oh, well, at least I got to tear down an entire Rover and see how far I could tear it down to. And that's probably precisely what would happen too. Is a bolt would get cross-threaded, and I wouldn't even care because I'd just be so mad at myself. I've been down that road many, many times. When you understand how you're going to behave in certain situations. All right. Those are really long screws. Attach that cable because that's what it does. A black and white cable. Select that one. I just, I just, my brain just kept telling me, stop what you're doing. Just stop. Just stop what you're doing. But it's like, I'm already this far into it. I gotta keep going. I'm going to eat my mistake. I don't care if I die. Uh, yeah, if he ends up with leftover bolts, there's two reasons for that. Either A, he did what he was supposed to and replace the bolts that you were supposed to replace. Because every single time you tear an engine apart, there's bolts that you have to replace. You just have to, because they'll stretch, right? Um, with your torques and everything else, that those bolts are designed to stretch. So if you have the bolts left over, that's usually a good thing. What is a bad thing is if you're fairly confident looking at those bolts that one of those bolts needed to go into like a rocker arm or something that's not really readily available without tearing the heads off the engine, uh, that's where you sit there and go, yeah, I really kind of screwed the pooch on this one. Because I've rebuilt motors and transmissions and rear differentials and I mean, you name it, I've pretty much rebuilt it on a car. Um, so having leftover bolts doesn't necessarily concern me if I know exactly why those bolts were left out. A coffee can, though, that's a little disconcerting because that usually is an indication of a lot of bolts. But well, I mean, it probably ran better because he loosened some parts up. Can't believe I gotta go through this. Yeah, my shop teacher was right. I do like to do things the hard way. I look at some of these designs that they have for these rovers, like this articulated arm here. What mechanical engineer looked at that and said, yeah, that's a good suspension unit? I mean, it looks real cool, and it probably is a very, very spectacular suspension unit, especially for something that only moves about like 3 to 4 meters a second, or millimeters a second. Uh, these things really don't move that fast. I mean, they're lucky if they get up to about 3 miles an hour, and that's pretty much a walking pace. But I mean that's a real hard run on the engine if they're going that fast. But I mean, you design something to be as lightweight as possible, but still be able to do as much science as possible. So you got to have it be rugged and have some kind of. But I mean, you look at this and say some mechanical engineer came up with that whole idea. And then some big brain down the road looked at that and said, yeah, that'll work. That'll do the job. Because all these things are designed and tested and approved and signed off on. And then when it gets there, they're still crossing their fingers saying, I hope so nobody screwed up. And you know what's happened? I mean, we've lost probes before because somebody installed something backwards, or somebody installed something that wasn't calibrated right, or they left something in testing mode. I mean, it, and once it's in testing mode, you can't go back. You can't. It's happened, and it's irritated a lot of people. And I mean, look at the Boeing 737 and all the stress they went through with that thing. And that thing didn't even go in space. That thing was here. And it still took them, what, almost a year and a half to correct the actual software problem that the dang thing was having. And that was a tested model that's been flying for years, right? I mean, when you really bring it down to brass tacks, it's amazing we even get these dang things into the air. It really is, because the way some of these things are put together, and they're always holding their breath because they know it's going to hit the fan. And then they've got to stand before the people who, fronted the money for the mission and say, "Yep, that $22 million you just spent for that thing to put up into space. Yeah, well, your rocket just blew up." I mean, that's a phone call you just really don't. That is because the government let the inmates run the asylum. I mean, I don't know if that's entirely true. I just think the government, put people in charge of the asylum who didn't know how to run it more than the inmates. But I mean, mean, if you let the inmates run the asylum, it'd probably run more efficient than the actual. That's the thing. The other people, a lot of people don't understand is, if you let the people who are at ground zero actually run things, you're probably going to be better off because, you know, any mistakes that happen, they've then got to go, well, we only have ourselves to blame. We can't blame anybody else because reasons. But when you get so far removed, you start getting that attitude of, not my monkey, not my circus, why should I care? I mean, I see it all the time in IT and well, yeah, but the main problem with it was a software issue, right? And that's because they rushed to market to get it out there, and they thought they had tested the software properly, but there were certain situations where pilots who got used to flying the 737 a certain way were circumventing part of the software unbeknownst to themselves, and then the dang things would start misbehaving. The pilots didn't know how to correct it, right? So, but yeah, a lot of it was the rush to market, and you know, we're just gonna kind of have the FAA pencil whip stuff out of there because when have we ever built a bad aircraft? I mean, really, name one aircraft that Boeing has built that's been bad. All right, where do I plug this guy into? Right there. Target voltage of 4. I wonder what number I need to add there. I don't quite understand your comment there. The fact that more secure than ED is verbatim in F. I mean, I think I understand what you're saying, but I think you left something out. Are you saying it is only more secure in FIPS mode, or I'm I'm confused. That's not the same one. And just print the entire set. In the meantime, you can play this call. That looks like a big box. I should probably clean those solar panel cells while it's in here too. Alright. Let's disassemble. Because there's no point in putting this thing back out with dirty solar cells. I mean, that's just plain silly.
I'm planning on making some hot cocoa.
I would love some hot cocoa.
That's what I'm telling you.
Yes, hot cocoa. What?
Dog.
What about the dog?
Dog.
Are you saying you're distracted by said dog?
Of course.
Okay. Okay, let's get this mast out of here. We got to remove these. Helps if I'm in the wrong thing. Helps if I'm in the wrong thing. Yes, it definitely helps if I'm in the. I'm getting tired, guys. I think I had like 5 minutes left of my stream. Yeah. We'll finish this one and then I'm gonna call it. It's my brain is starting to shut down on me here. When it gets close to my nappy time, my brain says it's nappy time. Yoink. All right, now does that whole thing come out as one big assembly, or do I have to print each individual part? It looks like it's one big assembly. Let's see if it comes out as just one thing or if it's. Come on. Yeah, these things aren't damaged, they're just dirty. Where's my 1%? Yeah, this whole thing is pooched. It's pooched. Let's see if this is all one big assembly. It says it's perfect. Yep, everything's there. Okay. Good, 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 good. That is a spendy unit, though. Everything looks better. Um, it's I like Car Mechanic Simulator better just because I get to drive the cars and have nostalgia of when I used to work on a lot of those cars. I would equate this more to PC Building Simulator. Um, the feel and the way it functions is a lot more like PC Builder Simulator, and a lot of the troubleshooting seems that way. Um, yeah, that's what I would equate it to more. The there's a few things about this that drive me nuts. Like rebuilding those circuits to reset the computer each time. I mean, I think they could have done that a different way. Uh, it just kind of seems a little. I don't know. I think they were trying to put too many games inside of a game, if that makes sense. Uh,
What
what?
was the last sandwich supposed to be?
Why can she not follow simple directions? Anyway, um, I think they could have done the resetting of the computer differently. Um, if it were me, I mean, they already kind of went the route of doing kind of a mock Linux, right? Why they didn't continue that through for resetting the ECM, I I I don't know. Why did I call it ECM? It's not the ECM. The rovers, right? Because it would have been so simple to just run like a sudo command with like apt-get update, apt-get install, and then install certain things and even have it plug in to where it's like reload OS or whatever, uh, because they went through the effort of building this, right? So why not just do like sudo or not sudo? It's on here. It's mudo apt update, and then have that like come up and ask what you want to update or update probe body or and then just have it do that little update, right? Um, because this whole thing here is really just it's tedious, right? And then if you had to add, like, modify some variables to set the target voltage, you know, I think they could have done this portion of it better. Um, this rover configuration thing. I just, but you know, this is why I'm also not in game design. So I, come on, is my mouse having problems here? Because it's not rotating things like it should. But it only seems to be in this. I don't. We have a target of 8. So we go in here. And we need this to be 4, 8, 13. So here we need 13, 12, 11. Why did that change? So yeah, that's just my opinion. I mean, it's still fun. I still enjoy doing it, as you can tell, because I've been doing it for like 3.5 hours, 4 hours on now almost. And I mean, it's pretty cool. I do enjoy, observing the rovers and tearing into them and things along those lines. I, I think if they were going to go through the effort of doing it the way they were doing it, they should have really done a little more command line. I mean, it didn't have to be anything too massive, you know. But I think that would have been a little more beneficial. But I don't know. Maybe the idea was to build a circuit, but I don't know how that necessarily resets a rover. But whatever. Anyway, well, guys, that is pretty much it for there. We unlocked a lot of the available units here. We're going to see how far we can get into them over the next little while. See how many of these we can improve. I don't think we have any available skill points, which we don't, so we can't put anything more in here. And cost of 10 credits. We should probably... I don't think any of those have any usable parts anyway. I don't even know why I'm going to bother to tear this thing apart, because I know it doesn't have any usable parts. This whole thing was defective. I need to put that filter back on, because I need to inspect it. Yeah, even the filters are junk. Yeah, this whole thing is just junk. Question is, am I going to get more parts out of it by scrapping the whole unit? Or scrapping... I can't do the whole unit. I've got to break the whole thing down. So I guess I have to disassemble it either way. last thing, and then I'll call it quits. Because I hate coming back in and having a crap ton of parts and saying, what were all these parts for? You know, I wonder if I could repair those. Then I wouldn't have to recreate them, right? I wonder how many of these parts I can actually repair. Probably not a lot of them. Because these are all individual parts. They're not assemblies.
Here's your diabetes.
Thank you. You mix that up real well.
Yeah.
Why is it saying I can't clean those? Because they're too far gone, maybe? Well, because they're not dirty. Derp derp. See, my brain has literally just shut down at this point. It's just like, you know what? Nah, we're done with you. Let's see what happens if we unsolder this, huh? Because if I can have this have good components on it. Of course, I've got to see what the cost is between each one of these parts versus just building this whole thing. It may just be better for me to build this whole thing and instead of the individual parts. Which wouldn't make sense because it would have to build this whole board assembly, right? Yeah, none of these parts are good. They're all junk. Oh, just like I always do when I work on electronic components, I just get quiet because I focus. I spent a lot of years cleaning electrical boards. Don't ask me why, I just did. I don't know why I came in here. I don't remember what parts we need, but I need memory C, inductor A, resistor C, capacitor B. So I need capacitor B, resistor C, memory C, inductor A. Sets. It's 210 for the full unit. That's 40. That's 20 twice, so that's 40, so that's 80. That's 95. It's 95 for all that? That seems cheaper, doesn't it? So let's go this. Let's go this, this, and this. 15. That's 55. Yeah, 95. Shotgunning them at me. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, you know what I didn't count for? Oh, yeah. Okay, so it is going to be slightly more because there was a component that I didn't account for. I forgot to get the inductor. Let's go see how much the inductors are. Inductor is 15, so 95, that'd be 100. It's 110, so it's still 100 under what it would be to create the whole part. 95 plus 5 is 100. Another 10 is 110. Yeah. And if we go into the sets, that's 210. So see, some good came out of it. And this will mean that I'll have 2 good I/O boards for the next one of these that goes defective. And watch, I bet I will not have. Polly's going to be very mad at me, yes. I am going to have not one of these be bad from here on out. But this will mean it'll just be a quick part swap. See, this is the other thing. I should be able to install all of these parts and then go through and solder each one of them instead of doing them one at a freaking time. But I wasn't the one who wrote the program. Alright, well, we've got 2 new parts. And there's nothing else here I can repair. So we're going to scrap you. Why can't I just hit enter on that? I mean, that would make so much sense to have that link to enter. Console log. I guess I still have that in my inventory. And it won't scrap down new parts. Awesome. That's what I like to see. Alright, guys. We're going to call it a night. I'd like to thank everybody for showing up, spending time, watching me be a complete bore with this whole game. I'd like to keep my audience riveted. And I may not be streaming tomorrow. We kind of have a little, there's like a little drive-through nativity thing we were going to go to. I'm not exactly sure how long it's going to take. I might get back in time to stream. I might not. It depends on traffic flow and stop and go and all that kind of garbage. So we'll see what happens there. But catch me tomorrow. It's a retro game Thursday. I don't know what retro game we're gonna play. We might continue more um, Laser Shoot Larry because I think I started that. Um, but we'll see how it goes. So yeah, and then Friday is my random game night. So keep in touch, guys. Have a good night. Later.